howdy, folks. I can actually turn my camera on. Let me do that.
What the hell was that music?
What music?
Whatever I was just listening to while you were going live.
That's a standard StreamYard's countdown timer.
Hi, Bob.
My God, it's horrible.
Hi, Bob.
Well, unfortunately, I can't, because I'm not paying for StreamYards anymore. I can't just use my own videos.
Well,
So-
honestly, it was way too much fucking money for their shit.
So, hold on. Actually, since LDG is here, let me try something.
No, I'm not paying for mine either.
Oh, okay. Well, when you logged in, it upgraded, it changed the background, so I thought maybe it would do this other thing.
Oh.
Because it won't let me switch to that background either.
Oh, just for shits and giggles.
Just by my
Since I'm the only Christian Catholic on here, you guys want to hear something shocking right now?
Okay.
Sure, why not?
I'm pissed
Even
off
though
at
this
God.
isn't really a religious podcast. Or
No,
podcast
I'm just saying
it's
this.
a new thing.
You guys will find this interesting. I'm pissed off at God right now.
Okay, what does Zeus do?
I mean, I am pissed off at God right now.
Well, if you want to briefly go into it, but otherwise, I want to talk about one thing real quick.
I'm not going into it because it's family personal issues. I'm just saying.
Okay, then never mind.
Oh, hello, Cat. Go back in the bag.
Okay, back to the topic. Back to the topic.
Yeah,
Okay,
the topic at hand. Shut down.
Yeah. So let me get this straight, because we were kind of talking about it before the stream started. You want the Democrats basically to capitulate,
Yes,
without changing, because what they want is no cuts to ACA, no cuts to Medicare, and no cuts to Medicaid.
tough shit. They're not getting it.
Okay, so basically, because they're not going to get what they want for their constituents, you're blaming them.
Want it? Who said their constituents wanted? Did you ask them? Did they ever ask their constituents? Like I said, you're not.
Well, I'm one of their.
Actually, yes.
Number two person
Hold
said
on.
this is leverage.
Hold on.
You are purposely
Andy,
holding.
I'm one of the constituents, and I want it. I'm one of the constituents, and I want it. How about you, Elihu?
I'm actually one of the constituents that need it. Not only want it, I need
so far,
it.
half the panel wants it, and
you guys live in one of the most expensive states in all of America.
And B, it does not matter what state I live in.
Yeah.
The one big beautiful bill cut my fucking health care. This is what Democrats want. They want to put it back in. They don't want to add additional funds. They want to include it back in. This is all they're asking for.
Here's the reality check. It's not going to happen.
You're only prejudiced because you think about the illegal aliens part.
First off, I'm not being prejudiced. Second of all,
Sounds like you hate the Democrats.
Going off of optics. I'm going off of optics. You look at what's going on. I'm going off of optics.
All right. So 40. Hold on. So hold on. So let me make sure I understand you. You're okay with the 40 million Americans that are on Medicare?
Oh my God!
To lose their coverage.
I'm trying to understand this.
I'm telling you that the Democrats are not going to get what they want.
Okay, but if the Democrats don't get what they want, 40 million Americans lose their health care.
How do you know that?
Because that's how many will be required to be lost by this amount that's being cut.
Which amount? What, from the ACA?
From the ACA, from Medicare and Medicaid. For the cuts the Republican wants.
Well, wait a minute. I thought the Affordable Care Act was affordable, so why are these people going to lose?
You still have to fund it.
The funding got slashed for the one big beautiful bill. All Democrats are asking for is to put the money back in.
No. Actually, you guys put a sunshine. Actually, they put a sunset date on those subsidies.
Yeah.
Now you all want them back.
Yes, we want them back because it helps people.
So, in other words,
at least one person on the panel.
Without the subsidies, the Affordable Care Act is not affordable.
It's affordable because of the subsidies. Don't you understand that?
Yes, that means you have to have subsidies, which means the Affordable Care Act is not affordable on its own.
That's because health insurance isn't affordable on its own. So we subsidize a form of health insurance.
I have health care.
No, okay, and who provides it?
I do.
Don't you have like paid for?
I thought you said you had TRICARE. I thought you said you had TRICARE.
For it.
But you have TRICARE, which is a subsidized health insurance.
Part of the ACA.
For the damn health insurance. And
TRICARE is part of the ACA.
Yes, but you know what? It's what works for me.
Okay,
TRICARE is another name for the ACA.
You're literally okay with having a subsidized health insurance.
As long as
for
you're
yourself.
okay.
I don't know
Other people you're saying, fuck them.
How do you know it's subsidized?
Okay. Do you pay the entirety of your insurance on your own?
Yes.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I do.
By definition, that's what TRICARE Prime is, because it is part of the military health insurance.
I'm on TRICARE Prime, and yes, I pay every fucking quarter for it.
Okay. The average cost for health insurance in the United States is about $2,000 a month. How much do you pay?
None of your goddamn business.
I can guarantee you it's not $2,000 because it's you have a subsidized health insurance.
I can guarantee you it's not that either.
And I guarantee you,
so why does insurance cost $2,000?
Because that's what the insurance companies expect to get paid each month, because they are beholden to their stockholders. TRICARE is not a stockholded or publicly traded health insurance because it's done by.
No, it's a veterans thing.
Exactly. Whereas profit-driven health insurance needs to have very high premiums so that the stockholders get their money. And they do that by raising the rates and making sure that only healthy people actually have insurance, so they don't have to pay out often.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the quantitative years of life adjusted.
Stuff like that, yes.
Yeah, but you know what?
Now,
that's exactly what single payer healthcare would do to you.
It would provide a lot better than what I have right now.
Yes, and once you reach a certain age, you are no longer
because the ACA is not allowed. For those that are in the ACA, because they're subsidized, they cannot remove people for any pre-existing health conditions or any other issues. That's why it's so important.
Why? Because pre-existing.
Now, I want you to imagine. Do you think it would be right if TRICARE Prime suddenly dropped you as a client because you got cancer?
Oh my God! I am not going to get news.
I know you don't like. You don't like the hypothetical.
No.
I know you don't like the hypothetical
because I have.
Can I say something? Can I say something, please?
Argument because I have liver failure.
Excuse me. Can I say something, please? Excuse me. Can I say something, please? To correct Mike. To correct Mike. I want to correct Mike. Okay. I just looked this information up while you guys were arguing and bickering back and forth. NB, you said, I want a yes or no, okay? You said you have TRICARE, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, TRICARE is not being partially affected as we are. What is affected right now? Hang on, let me finish, please. What is being affected right now is the only delay in TRICARE is basic hospital and clinic care and customer service. No interrupted in emergency, no interrupted in prescription, no interruption in medical procedures. NB is okay with DOD because it's separately funded. Yes, it is partially affected, but it's separately funded. NB is not personally affected by this, Mike. So please go on to something else.
Not. That's why I brought it up.
The way you guys are arguing is you're trying to tell him this is part of it. I'm like, no. This is
no.
I know
it's not part. Hold on, Elihu. I know it's not part of it. That's why I was bringing TRICARE up specifically.
Because of the way you guys were arguing, it sounded like you were actually implying that it was. That's why I had to correct you.
No. I know TRICARE isn't being affected. That's why I brought it up, Elihu.
Well, if TRICARE dropped me, I'd get another insurance company. Pretty simple.
Okay, and I want you to do me a favor.
No, I'm not going to do you a favor. I've already looked up other insurances before.
Okay, and how much will it cost you to get insurance without being subsidized?
Without being what? I'm not eligible for subsidies, you dummy.
You're on TRICARE. You by our default on subsidized health care.
Oh my lord!
Because part of your health care is funded by the U.S. government.
Healthcare, so fucking what?
He pays zero out of pocket. He pays zero out of pocket for
everything. I do pay out of pocket.
Yeah, 25 for primary care, 34 for.
No, let me rephrase that. I do not have TRICARE Prime. Reason I don't have TRICARE Prime because if I did, I'd have to go to Bloomington, which is 2 hours away, to see my PCM. So I'm on the one right below it. So I do pay deductibles. I had $1,000 in medical bills over here. So don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have medical bills.
I will tell you from personal experience.
I'm sick of hearing it talk about me. Stop talking about me. Stop making this all about me.
Then I will talk about me. I will talk about me. I will talk about me. I will talk about me.
Fine.
Without Medi-Cal, my health insurance for me and my kids would cost me over $8,000 a year. I'm sorry, $8,000 a month. If I were to go with Sharp or any of the other ones around here.
How many?
And I don't know about you, but I can't make $8,000 a month.
No, neither can I.
All right. So yes, I have Medi-Cal for my kids.
Shit. My daughter can't even get on any medic subsidies, even though she's a single mom with a baby.
Well, my kids are able to get Medi-Cal because that's the form of the ACA through, I'm sorry, Medicaid and Medicare through California. So my kids are on. I'm not. I don't qualify, but they do.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to give it to you this way, and this is just the cold, hard truth. When it comes down to it, the only thing the majority of Americans are concerned about is getting paid on the first. And you can't say that's not true. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What the hell you're talking about?
I know with what just happened at the border, because for those that weren't listening at the border, or listening to my story beforehand, because it was before the stream started. Yeah, there was no line at the border this morning. It literally took me less than 5 minutes to get through. They didn't check my car. They didn't even check my ID. They just asked me if I was a U.S. citizen, and then when I said yes, they waved me through.
Well, it helps you look like a cracker.
Well, yeah, it's definitely some white privilege there, I'm sure, but as I said, this is the first time they didn't even ask for my ID. Usually they ask for my ID.
But right now, what you have is, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you, you look at the optics, you even have the mainstream liberal media going after the Democrats saying, this is your shutdown. No, it's not. That's a Republican talking point. What we're doing is this, and unfortunately, the talking points aren't working. People aren't listening. They're not interested.
But you already said that the Republicans aren't interested in listening. They don't care.
I'm not.
You said they're not going to negotiate.
I'm not, because the American people, majority of them, are not that interesed.
As I said, I'm an American. I'm interested in
getting paid. Other than getting the government open and getting people paid, that's all anybody's interested. That's all most of these people are interested in right now. I'm sorry for Eliu, and I'm sorry for you. But I'm telling you, that's just the truth of the matter. The majority of America, listen, I feel for you guys. The majority of Americans don't give a shit about you.
Well, I would say the majority of Americans don't give a shit about a majority of Americans.
Exactly.
But I am one American who does care about my fellow Americans because I'm one of them. I want to. I'm selfish. I'll fully admit it. I want mine taken care of.
Same here.
Therefore, I'm willing to work with people in order to make sure that happens. And if someone else gets benefits from it too, I'm not going to dissuade it for that, even if I have to work harder and pay more taxes for it, because I'll be taken care of too.
Mike, I'm in the same boat with you. I want what is mine. I take care of what is mine, and I take care of what is mine, period.
But here's the thing. If someone else benefits, I'm okay with that.
I don't have a problem with somebody else benefiting from it.
But here's the thing. This is the talking point the Republicans are saying, remember? A small percentage of money will go to illegals for emergency health care. I'm okay with that if I'm able to get taken care of too.
I think the whole thing is it's not that. It's actually the $1.something trillion they want to use.
Okay, but even that however many $1 trillion.
1.1.
Okay, 1.1 trillion. At most, in a fiscal year, $4 million of that will potentially go to illegals. That's what Republicans are worried about, is that 4 million. They don't care about the 1.1 trillion as much, or at least that's not what they're saying.
1.1 trillion because
but they're saying
a lot of it's wasteful.
Okay.
A lot of it in there that they're asking for is wasteful.
Trump literally Trump yesterday posted on Truth Social saying that Democrats are holding up the government because they want to fund gender mutilations and health care for illegals.
Well, it wouldn't be too hard to
That's his talking point.
You know what? And it's effective because people are going to believe it, because that's exactly what the Democrat Party has fought for so many years. Yes.
It's incidental.
Doesn't matter.
I don't care. I don't care. Hold on. I don't care. It doesn't
matter what you care about, Mike. It's optics.
I don't care if $4 million goes to illegals as long as my kids also get health care.
So you're okay with just blowing $1 trillion on wasteful spending as long as
it's not wasteful if it's going to benefit the American people.
How do you know it's going to benefit the American people?
Because I'm one of them. Who's one of them?
Okay, how do you know it's going to benefit you though?
Because my health insurance won't go up.
Where they spend the money.
I already know that it's the bureaucracy manages it to the point where that's why there's so much red tape.
And that's why
it's to prevent
down the government, and you're all.
But it's also to prevent wasteful spending. That's why the bureaucracy exists.
No, the bureaucracy exists to put the red tape in, to bring the bloating up. So
no, it's to prevent. The reason you have bureaucracy.
You obviously do not know. Listen, I know more about how the government works than you do.
Okay, then why is it so hard for you to understand that it's going to be more of a net benefit than it is a net waste when it comes to that spending? Are you there? Did we lose NB?
I don't hear him.
Do you see him?
He's still on the screen, but I don't hear him. So, all right.
Oh.
I'm going to move on to a brief subject real quick.
Because I'm back here. I had to get a drink of water.
Oh, sorry.
Was it subsidized water?
Ask the question again, then, since you wasn't there.
So,
if I gotta answer another question on why I feel the way I do about certain things, I'm sick of you guys asking me why I feel the way I do.
Okay, then let's put it this way.
Talk show.
Well, okay, let's put it this way. Let's say that 1.1 trillion.
Oh no, I'm not playing hypotheticals with you, Mike. I'm not playing.
I have no choice to do hypotheticals because it's the only way I can try to get the point across.
No,
let's say
hypotheticals are what they are. They're
hold
hypotheticals.
on. Let me ask.
Point across because it's a hypothetical.
Then I'm just asking. How much of that 1.1 trillion do you think is actually fraud or waste?
Probably quite a bit of it. Almost
how
all
much?
Of it, I'm sure.
How much? Give me a percentage.
I don't know. I'd have to look at all of it again to see where everything they wanted to go with that 1.1 trillion. But I guarantee you, a lot of it is going to end up getting wasted.
Okay, so a lot of it, you mean over 50%?
Maybe 25 to 30%, possibly 50. Could be.
Okay, so let's say
you really don't understand how easy money gets lost in the government. You really don't have a clue.
I know for a fact that it's
easy it is.
very
Money
hard.
just
I know it's
gets-
very hard to lose money with the government.
No, it's
but-
very easy to lose money with the
Not-
government.
No, because everything is
Yes,
itemized. That's one of the
it
best
is.
parts about
Oh,
it.
yes,
That's why
it
the
is.
bureaucracy exists. So
Oh,
let's
you
say.
have no idea how easy it
So
is
hold
to
on.
lose
So
money in
let's
that
say.
government.
Let's go ahead and say 50% of that 1.1 trillion. So now we have 550 billion that is still being used to benefit Americans.
So
correct?
fuck the other half, right? It just
What do you-
we're okay with wasting it. As long
At
as
this
you get,
point-
as long as you get yours, you're okay with
Yes.
wasting the money.
At that.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay.
I
I'm willing
see-
to.
Because you're not most
I'm
people.
willing.
I spent 20 years in the government. I saw fraud, waste, and abuse all the goddamn time. So no, I have a very, very big problem with fraud, waste, and abuse. So yes.
Well,
Well,
I'm
what was
taking
one
you
that you
at.
saw?
I'm taking you at the 50%. I would still say it is a worthwhile investment for the American people, even at that extreme, ludicrous amount of fraud or waste and abuse. Because
You
that
don't
still
understand
means
how
that would
waste and
still
abuse
mean
works, do you?
that would
Really
still
don't
mean that
understand how it works.
550 billion is going towards the American people.
Yeah, and the other one's just going in somebody else's pocket.
Whose pocket?
Don't know.
Yeah. So
That's
you don't
the
know
point.
who's
We
receiving
never
the money,
do.
but you're
That's the
worried that
point.
they're going to get it.
That's the point. Money'd come up missing. Nobody knew where it went. You think
See,
we
I've
knew what happened? Let me ask you something. Do you think we knew what happened to that money in USAID when we were sending it overseas?
Yeah,
No.
because everything was itemized.
Oh, itemized my ass. Yeah, it was itemized. But here's the reality. Once the money went over there, boom, gone.
We
They had
didn't-
no idea what it
both-
was being done with it.
Okay, but
That's what those little sadistic
everything that
companies that
USAID was putting on there, they said this money is going to that.
yes, they did, but
and
they can't
if you
prove
actually
it.
if you actually look at it, NB,
I
they
did
literally
look
set
at it.
aside money for
Fine.
bribes. Hold on, they
You know
literally
how
set
many
aside.
countries
Hold on,
were
let me
sending
finish what I'm
money
saying.
to? You know
Let
how
me
many
finish what I'm
countries
saying.
they were sending
Let me
money
finish
to?
what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm
How many
saying.
countries were
Let
we
me finish
sending
what I'm
money
saying.
to?
Let me
How many
finish what I'm
countries were
saying.
we sending money
Let me
to?
finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. USAID literally had on their itemized things money set aside to bribe other government officials in order to get the aid through. They literally itemized bribes.
I know. So why are
That's
we?
how transparent. That's how transparent it was, NB.
Okay, and how many countries were we sending aid to?
Over 37 total.
Over 100.
Over 37 is what was the last thing I heard.
It was close to 100. It was close to 100.
Well, if you're talking about like minor things, like when
No,
we
I'm
actually
talking about
sent,
every country.
You guys
But
talk
I'm
about
talking
USAID.
but I'm talking about like even USAID sent money over to the UK when they had certain issues.
Oh
So-
yeah, and we sent money to North Korea.
Yeah, so what?
So what? Why are
Yes.
we sending money to North Korea?
I don't know. I didn't see that those parts. I'm sure it was for something.
So we're sending aid to a foreign enemy.
Are they actually an enemy per se?
Yes.
Are we at war with them?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. When did Congress declare war against North Korea?
Let's see. We had an armistice. We never actually. Technically, the war was never over.
You guys are talking
Okay.
about USAID,
Hold
right?
on.
No, I'm
If
talking
you're
about
talking- so you're
USA anyway.
So you're
Yeah.
so
I'm
hold on.
just trying to clarify what you guys are talking about. USAID?
Yes. I
Okay.
was saying USAID because that's how I think
That's
about
how
it.
I say it
But-
too. USAID.
Okay, I was
So,
confused. Like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Because it's
Yeah.
if it is
Hold on.
USAID, it's 132
I'm
countries.
still confused by his statement. And how you doing, Positive? Sorry for talking too much. If you don't get a word in edgewise, I apologize. But when did
Positive.
Congress declare war against North Korea specifically?
Here's the ironic joke to that. We had an armistice and a ceasefire.
Okay, but did we
that's
ever
why
declare
have
war
to
against
worry.
them?
You know what? Shut up about the stupid little things you like to do to be funny.
No, I'm being serious.
And I'm trying to explain it to you, and you don't want to listen.
Okay, so did we ever declare war against North Korea?
Did we ever declare war against Vietnam? No.
I didn't say Vietnam. I said North Korea.
Both. No, it was a domino effect. Or did you not know that? I'm sure you did. You're pretty smart.
But I'm also saying, did Congress ever formally
Oh,
declare
my
war?
fucking God. No! I already said that!
I wanted to make sure you said that because you said we were at war with them, and apparently I was unaware that we were at war with them.
Oh my
So,
God, we didn't
not
actually.
say-
Oh
so
God, we've had more undeclared wars than we've had declared wars.
I would agree with that,
just
but
fucking
I'm
true.
just saying
But
we did
you're
not
just saying,
send.
okay,
We did
fine,
not send.
got it.
We
I
did
already
not
admitted
send
to it.
money.
Move on. Get over
We did
it.
not send money to a enemy.
It is an enemy. They're a foreign adversary.
North Korea is not a recipient of U.S. aid.
It was. I've seen.
I just checked 2023. It's not a recipient of 130 countries listed.
Maybe they took it off this time, but a few years ago it was on there.
I'm looking at 2023 list. North Korea is not on the list. Nigeria, South Sudan, Syria. Yeah, not North Korea.
I'm gonna take my 30 seconds to talk now. I'm looking this up, and it looks like we are at war with North Korea.
How so?
North Korea invaded South Korea in 1950. U.S. under nation's banner quickly entered the war to defend South Korea. China was on the side of North Korea. Fighting stopped with an armistice on 1953, but no peace treaty was ever signed. Today's status, technically, the U.S. and North Korea are still at a state of war because the 1953 agreement was only an armistice.
Now, hold on, LDG. Look up how many times Congress has officially declared war. Because according to the Constitution, only Congress has the power to declare war. And the last time they did so was in the 1940s or 1930s against Germany and Japan.
Yeah,
You got to respect that. It says no, the United States never officially declared war on North Korea. So yeah, I guess there's a.
We went in as peacekeeping troops. Hold on, we sent peacekeeping troops and advisors, just like we did in the Gulf War, just like we did in Vietnam, and Afghanistan, and all that stuff. We never formally declared war against any country since World War II.
Yeah, so this is where words mean things. So there's at war with somebody, and then there's officially at war with somebody. So
yes,
I hate English.
Well, it's legalese and it's written into the Constitution, so that's why I had to say it that way. Because unlike some parties in this country, I actually care about the Constitution. But I'm going to briefly talk about something real quick because this week Trump decided to once again open up bidding for drilling in ANWAR. And for those that don't know, that is the Alaskan Wilderness Preserve that has oil underneath it. And basically, since the 1980s, every time a Republican gets in office, they open up ANWR. Every time a Democrat gets in office, they close ANWR. And I just want to make it clear, this is a complete show. It means absolutely fucking nothing because no oil company wants to drill in ANWR. It would cost them too much money because there's no existing infrastructure. And they don't want to invest to build it because it'll cost them a tremendous amount of money and decades before they see a profit. So it was one of those things that both the Democrats and the Republicans like to do that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. But I wanted to bring it up just because I knew it was going to happen. I said it months ago on this stream that Trump was going to reopen ANWR. And I just wanted to say I was right.
If you guys want to know where the drilling is, it's basically the northern edge of Alaska along the Beaufort Sea, the northeastern part of Alaska.
I honestly, this is what been going on now for how many administrations?
Almost 40 years.
Yeah. I've heard of ANWAR keeps coming up, keeps getting shut down, and I'm just kind of like, who gives a fuck anymore? I'm sorry, but when it comes to something like that, at that point, I'm just like, who gives a fuck anymore? It's a political.
Let's put it this way. Last time Trump opened up ANWAR for the leases, I think it was selling it for like $5 an acre to lease the land to drill, and not a single oil company bought a lease.
You guys realize that this is detrimental financially for Alaskans, because every Alaskan resident gets a certain stipend from the government to allow the oil pipeline to go through the state. If the ANWR is allowed the drilling, it basically gets rid of the extra funding for Alaskans, and they don't get that $1,000 a month or a year, whatever it is.
As I said, Elihu, it wouldn't matter anyway, because no oil company, or even if all of them put together, do not want to risk building the infrastructure on that terrain.
Yeah, I know. I know a little bit about trying to build on permafrost. It's very fucking hard. If things get melted, things sink in the ground. And there was a
not to mention the winters are fucking nuts.
Hey, just an earthquake.
I've never been to Alaska, so I know
I've never been either. I know Elihu has, but
Elihu has.
As I said, I just want to point it out that when I said that Trump was going to reopen ANWR, I just want to say I was right, because it's a show thing that both parties do.
For example,
if a Democrat gets elected and he doesn't close ANWR, it wouldn't matter a goddamn thing to the oil companies. But I swear, if a Democrat gets elected, he'll close ANWR just like Biden did, just like Obama did, just like Clinton did.
3.2 earthquake just hit.
What?
3.2 earthquake just hit.
Where?
Contra Costa. Yeah, east of me.
All right.
East
so
Bay.
yeah, that was just me.
You guys don't get out of bed for anything less than a 4.0, right?
4.5.
So yeah, that was just me wanting to say I was right, and I don't really care about the earthquake. I didn't feel no shaking here.
Yeah, you're not gonna fucking do it.
All right. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, because it was something me and Elihu were arguing over. NB, have you seen the recent semi-quincennial design for the Trump coin, the $1 Trump coin?
No, I don't really pay attention to the coin collecting things. I remember the first time I saw one, it had Robert Stark from Unsolved Mysteries, and it was the Reagan coin way back in the day.
This is a little bit different. This is an actual $1 coin that is supposed to enter circulation celebrating the nation's 250th anniversary.
Okay.
You remember like the bicentennial 50-cent piece and quarter that we did in 1976? The one that instead of having
yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
The seal on the back, it had the drummer and
I remember
50-cent
those.
piece.
Yeah.
And the 50-cent piece had
you gotta remember you and I weren't born during the centennial.
The bicentennial.
Yeah, the bicentennial. Elihu, I think, was, but he's still a little baby.
But I collect those coins. But if you look at the thumbnail for this for this stream, that's the proposed design. It has Trump's image from the side on the front, and on the back is him raising his fist into the air after he got shot.
Okay,
and that's supposed to celebrate America's bicentennial 250th anniversary.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
How does that celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States?
Well, somebody almost tried to assassinate the potential president of the United States, and they failed, and he got up and said fight, and it was a pretty badass moment.
Somebody tried to assassinate Kennedy, successful. And so what's the difference between Kennedy and Trump being on the coin? Why does one person have to bottomize 250?
Yeah, hold on.
He's on the 50.
My question is, why does one person have to represent the whole entire country? Why can't it be a symbol of something?
Yeah.
Why can't
the president is the representative of the whole country.
I'm going to give you, again, the two examples for the bicentennial changes for the 1976 were, one, a colonial drummer from the militia, circa 1976. The other one was basically an eagle over the moon, indicating the Apollo moon landings. Two things. One is celebrate. One is for the independence of the United States. One is for one of our most successful endeavors, landing a man on the moon. Two things that I think were very important for the United States.
Okay, here's what I have to say, and it's the same thing that I said when they were talking about putting Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill. I said, is it going to spin like a $20 bill? They said yes. Then I said you could put fucking Mickey Mouse on it for all I give a shit. I don't really care. If it spins like $1, then it's $1. I don't really care how it looks. Those things don't bother me.
Yes,
all
but
I'm interested in is, does it spin? Can I use it for currency?
Why don't we just put Adolf Hitler on a dollar bill?
Let's
put Adolf Hitler on a dollar bill.
No. You're going Godwin on us, Elihu. Let's skip that. My issue is
put Robert Lee on the dollar bill. He's part of this country.
Hold on. My personal opinion is, if you're going to celebrate the entirety of the United States, you don't celebrate one man, especially one man who has become one of the most hated presidents of the entire history of this country.
I really don't care. Like I said, I don't think it's celebrating one man, but the truth of the matter is, I honestly just don't give a shit.
See, I do. I collect coins.
Well, good for you.
I think that this is one of the stupidest things that the United States Treasury has ever considered.
Why? Because you don't like
Because Trump? I don't celebrate this man. He doesn't represent the entirety of the United States by default.
No president ever does. So whatever.
So yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have a president. I would not personally have a president on. I would not have a president on the dollar.
There is a president on the dollar.
Hold on. This version of the U.S. dollar, we're talking about the coin, currently has the.
Last time I checked, the version of the dollar was the gold one with the current image American on the back of it.
The current no, that was this Sacagawea dollar that hasn't been in circulation for almost 20 years. The current ones have the Statue of Liberty on the front.
What?
The current dollar coins have the Statue of Liberty on the front.
Okay, whatever. I haven't seen a dollar coin.
And I would say the Statue of Liberty represents America.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You think so?
All right, and here, let's put it this way. Dandelion says, would you care if Biden was on the coin instead?
Nope.
And
if it spins like a dollar, I don't give a shit.
All
Seriously,
right.
You could put Obama on there. You could put Obama on the bill, and I won't care.
I will give you that. Hold on. I'm going to give you that, ND.
Because all I care about is if it spins.
I'm giving you that. Thank you for your consistency, at least. Dandelion asked the question, you answered, and you were consistent. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Now, the argument me and Elihu were having was he was trying to say that this is against the law or whatnot, and I was trying to tell him, no, it's not. This whole Trump coin thing, it is not, Elihu. Did you reread that section I was telling you about?
Yes, I did. The section you were describing to me depicts old designs to redesign an old design to a new form, like the George Washington was. The original quarter was designed to make a new version of George Washington. It is not made to make an existing image because 31 USC 5112 says no living person can appear on a U.S. coin or currency. Period.
No, reread that. Hold on.
It's about redesigning a coin.
Reread it because it says living or dead. So if you can't have a living or dead person on the coins, how do you have George Washington on the front to begin with?
It says no living person can appear. I didn't say or dead. I said no living person. It does not say or dead.
Or living or dead.
Where does it say living or dead?
Right after living. It says living or dead. I tried to make that very clear to you. It says living or dead. And it's saying no existing portrait or bust can be used. That means the artwork has to be original. That's the only requirement. That's why this coin is technically completely legal. I tried to make that very clear to you. It says living or dead, and you kept skipping over the dead part.
I'm looking at it right now. Hang on.
I sent you the link.
Yeah, it's on my phone. I'm not on my phone. I don't have access to that right now.
So
let me see if I can actually pull up on my history. Hang on a second. Where's my history? Nope, wrong one. I hate this. What the fuck's my history on this phone? I hate this thing. History. Come on, history. Where are here we are. Let's see. Here we go.
$2 bills are legal currency. What we had around here is a lot of times they'll have $2 bill things here. We'll say $2 bills here, and what a lot of people do is they buy them for stocking stuffers for family.
Oh yeah, I love the $2 bill. I mean, especially the back painting.
Oh yeah, the back painting is beautiful.
Because I think that is
actually, I thought the $2 bill has the best back painting.
Oh yeah, and to me that celebrates the United States, the actual signing of the Declaration of Independence. Granted, it's exaggerated, but I don't care. It's something that celebrates the United States as a whole.
So like I said, like I said, here's my whole thing. My wife and I are just the same way. If it spins like a dollar bill, spends like a $20, we really don't care who's on the front.
I'm going to read section 2 in full. What you're talking about, the Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020. Section 2, quote, this bill requires the Department of Treasury to issue, beginning January 1st, 2022, $quarter coins in commemoration of the accomplishments and contributions of up to 5 prominent American women per year.
That does not have anything to do with the bicentennial coins. You have to read from the right section.
I'm just reading what you gave me. I'm reading the Circulation Act.
I know, but you're talking about
mean like centennial and half centennials, right?
Well, this is specifically, it's the semi-quincennial. So basically, it's half of 500 years.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Marine Corps' 205th birthday on November 10th. That's really what I'm.
Marines already celebrated their birthday last week.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to tell you.
Guys, we do have our balls at different times. You can't always have it on the same day.
I didn't say ball, it's a birthday.
Yeah, the celebration.
Birthday ball. Celebrating the birthday made me one thing, but we have a birthday ball. We always have a birthday ball every year.
Well, you said birthday, not about a ball. I mean, they already celebrated their birthday itself.
No,
they didn't have a ball yet.
No, we have a birthday ball every year for the Marine Corps birthday. We have a birthday ball, not necessarily.
Then what was the point? What was the point of last week's celebration? Then celebrating their birthday.
What should I know?
You're a Marine. I thought you would.
No.
All right, hold on. I want to read. I just brought it up. I just brought it up. I'm going to read the full thing. Section 3. The Treasury may issue $quarter beginning January 1st, 2026, with up to 5 different designs emblematic of the U.S. semi-quincennial. One of the $quarter designs must be emblematic of a woman or woman's contribution to the birth of the nation, or the Declaration of Independence, or any other monumental moments in American history.
Hey,
Treasury may, in addition to the coins honoring Native Americans and honoring innovation and innovators, meant for the issuance during the 1-year period beginning January 1st, 2026, $1 coins with designs emblematic of the U.S. semi-quincennial. That's the section we're dealing with. That's what we're talking about specifically.
You know, if they were going to put a female on any of the bills, I think it should be the one female who got the Medal of Honor back in the Civil War. Because there's an interesting story behind that one. Hola, Mrs. Cardenas.
Hola,
You're
Mr.
using a different
Cardenas.
account, babe.
Yeah, like what the hell? I didn't even see. Yeah, what the hell? I just saw the icon. Otherwise, I would have beat MB to saying hi. Sheesh.
You usually do, man.
Yeah, I just saw the picture, not the word. Sorry, like I saw the name and I'm like, okay, I don't know who that is.
Now the other section in question is section 6, where it says, no head and shoulders portrait or bust of any person, living or dead, and no portrait of a living person may be included in the design on the reverse of specified coins. Treasury may develop and execute a marketing, advertising, promotional, and educational program to promote the collecting of all the coins and medals authorized by this bill. Now, on the reverse, you can't have a head and shoulders portrait or bust of any person, living or dead. It doesn't say anything about the front. And the image they're choosing is not a portrait or bust. It's from a photo of, that moment where Trump is raising his fist in the air. That's why it counts, Elihu.
Unless
I don't like
Congress wants to supersede that, what's it called? The 31 USC 112, then yeah, I would be for it. But right now, it does not supersede it.
This act supersedes that act.
No, Congress has to supersede this. Congress has to supersede this act. They have to vote on this.
The Coinage Act was signed when? The original Coinage Act?
1866.
And this one is 2020. Which one do you think supersedes the other one?
Gee, I don't know. Law's the law. It has to be voted on and legislated. It cannot be issued automatically.
Hold on. This newer one was voted by Congress and signed by the president. It supersedes the original act.
Nothing supersedes 31 USC 5112. I just looked it up. Nothing has superseded this.
Elihu, this does. This was signed into law. I don't agree with it, but it was signed into law.
I'm going to read this. No single law directly supersedes the code in its entirety, as it remains primarily statute governing its denomination, specifications, and design of U.S. coins.
This is not in its entirety. This is a one-time year event. That's why it was special. This is why it was voted on. This is why the president signed it. It is a one-time, one-year thing. It does not supersede the rest of coinage. It only changes it for 1 year.
So, Mike, since you are a coin collector, did you get all those 50 state coin quarters?
Oh, I got like 4 collections of them, plus a bunch of the other ones. I just don't have books for them yet. Originally, my dad and stepmom were collecting all the state quarters and all the other quarters to give to one of each of the grandkids. They just didn't expect them to continue making these yearly coins for the quarters. So yeah, I've got one collection for Caddy, one collection for my niece and my nephew, and then we had one more for someone else. I can't remember who it was now, but now it's going to go to Cammy eventually, Vile Style. So, but of course, there's also Tyler now too. So, my nephew. So we actually have 5 grandkids.
I think you can probably buy the whole quarter set online now.
It's not worth it, because people think that just because you have the whole set, it supersedes the value of the quarters by like 2 to 3 times. And I don't care that much.
Oh God. It's like, I'm sorry, man, it's not silver or gold.
Yeah, the proof sets that are actually silver, those go for like $40-$50 a piece, and I'd say that's worth it. I don't care about the proof sets per se. I'm just not a big fan of them.
I've got different types of silver. I've got ounce, half ounce, a few quarter ounce, well, some quarter ounces, but I tried to stick with the ounces.
So, Elihu, will you admit that you were wrong and that I'm right?
I admit that I am right because no congressional act has ever revoked the amended override of the Treasury 1866 directive and later codified policy that no portrait of living person shall appear in any U.S. coin or currency. This is a binding administrative rule which Treasury authorized 512. Congress has repeatedly reaffirmed it rather than overturning it. No law supersedes 512. No law is in person, including Donald Trump, can legally appear on U.S. coin or paper currency.
Thing. That's what I'm trying to get you. It's a 1 year thing. It's not
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
I think you're making way too big of a big deal out of it.
No person, unless Congress passes an entirely new act that explicitly allows a living person to appear on a coin. Right now, nothing supersedes it. No living person can be on a U.S. currency unless Congress actually.
Except for the way the coinage act. Hold on.
They did not. I'm looking at it right now.
Act of 2020 is worded, which we just read aloud.
The statute gives the Secretary of Treasury power to design coins, but does not authorize living people's portraits.
And they're not using portraits. They're using an original design.
A picture is a fucking portrait, dude. It's the same goddamn thing.
It doesn't. Not in the case of this.
I'm trying to make that clear. It's an image of a person.
It does not matter.
I'm still right. You're still wrong.
No
living person. I'm still right. You're still wrong, dude.
I disagree with the design, but it is 100% legal.
I disagree with the design, and I say it is illegal because Congress needs to pass specific law.
Well,
I'm looking at the text right now on the U.S. government website.
Not in Congress to stop this.
I know. I'm looking at the U.S. government website right now.
Yeah, and I guess it was determined by a team of lawyers who are a lot smarter than you that this was within the legal
I guarantee you the Coinage Act of 2020 was worded specifically so this type of thing could happen.
I'm still saying I'm correct because Congress has to pass specific legislation to allow any living person to be on any U.S. currency.
And they did in the Coinage Act of 2020.
No, the Coinage Act of 2020 does not allow this. Look it up.
I literally just read it aloud, Elihu.
Does the Coinage Act allow a living person? No, it does not. Yes. It allows a redesign of original thing. No image.
Mike, I'll catch you when you start the next stream.
Yeah, I got your Geloja, dude.
Well, hold on. No. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize. I didn't even get to talk about the young Nazi thing. I'll just bring that up real quick because one of the comments that I thought was incredibly hilarious by, what was it? Tucker Carlson saying, or no, it was Sean Hannity. I apologize. Who was referring to the young Republican text chain leak saying, they're just kids. It doesn't really matter. And I'm like, kids, the oldest one is 36. The youngest one is 24. How are they kids?
Sorry, if you're a Nazi, fuck off, fuck you, and die.
Well, especially
the ones fucking Nazis. I don't care if you're current or dead. Fuck off all Nazis.
Who actually was like, I love Hitler.
If you identify as a Nazi, you love Hitler, fuck you. Fuck off and die. Fuck all Nazis.
As this was a group of, as named young Republicans, I think that's endemic of the future of the Republican Party.
The only good Nazi is a dead Nazi.
Let's not get me banned off this platform, if you don't mind.
Okay, I still stand by. Okay, the only good Nazi is I'm a live Nazi.
All right. On that note, I'll go ahead and end the stream, just so Elihu doesn't say anything that gets me in trouble.
I got you, Lota. Later, guys.
I'll see you guys on the CNA stream. Later, folks.